Alright, let's do this quick ride through Vogel State Park Campground. Backing out of the visitor center. I'm gonna do a ride through, just kind of look through, rainy day. But we're gonna do a ride through anyway. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's back on around here and we'll show a view of the lake on the video. Something I noticed yesterday when I was down here, I don't remember seeing before. See the big H in the circle? They've got a heliport for helicopter landing. There's the creek. That's a pretty walk through. Covered bridge. And then of course there's the lake. That road there leads to some of the cottages. Looks like log cabin type cottages. Kind of cute. There is a swimming area on this lake, I believe. Well, I'm not sure. There should be.
Beach area somewhere.
I know there's fishing here because I've fished before. Guess we can ride out through these cabins. Looks like they're doing some repair work on some of them. Looks maybe got a new porch rail on that one. I like the wire for the porch rail. It's kind of interesting looking. And they've done this one that way as well. Alright, there's a pavilion on the water. This looks like the day use area.
Yeah, I remember the pavilion when we used to come up here.
Okay.
So here's the beach.
Okay, here's the beach area right here. With the camera in the dash cam holder. Can't see much, but there's a group shelter. They got some paddle boats down there. I'm supposing you could rent. They have a miniature golf here somewhere. I saw oh, that's where the manager lives. It's a pretty little lake. Go down here and turn around, and looks like somebody's in that little log cabin cottage. Little track hoe, they're doing some work. The ranger I talked to this morning said they were doing some different construction things. There's some trees they've cut down. I guess that might be where their big pile of wood chips is. One of the lake trails right here, parking, and we're back out on the highway. Okay, we're gonna back up, turn around, go back down in there. We don't need to be on the highway. I didn't know that was an entrance into this. Probably the highway we're hearing from the campsite. Hearing the trucks climbing this hill, I guess, because that's a pretty good hill to climb right there. I had no idea that road came out of there. But maybe in this view we get a little bit better view of the beach right there in front of us. Turn the windshield wipers on a little bit where they'll go every now and then. It's going to go across the camera, but oh well. Yeah, there's the beach area. Let's see if how well that shows up on the camera. I can't see it that well monitoring it with the phone as we go through there, but it's a roped off swimming area. I'm going to assume that that's included in your camping fees. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it isn't. Looks like they got some sand piled up to put on there in the spring. Add to it. Alright. Now she clearly told me this morning, in spite of what this sign says, we could put a tent up behind the camper. Even though this sign, as we go in up here, I'm going to stop and we're going to read it. Clearly says that only small tents can be put up on the same site with a camper. You said you read it in the rules. Right there in the rules. One camper, one tent on the same site.
Per side. One camper rig and one tent allowed per side.
See, That's, well, according to this sign up here, you can put a tent up. It just has to be a small one, like for only two people, or a small one for kids. And we're going to stop and read it. I'm not going to take the camera out of the holder. I'll just read the sign. Somebody renting that cabin. The little cabins are cute. That one looks like half a cabin. Huh. Horseshoe pitch right there. Made the right way with sand and everything.
Putt up here somewhere. I seen it while ago.
What is?
The putt.
Oh, it was right back there.
Okay.
Alright, we've got to turn around. There's a little playground area. There's all their wood chips. We saw the host having new wood chips around these signs and around these bushes and trees and stuff. But this is the sign I was talking about right here. Let's see if we can pull up here. I don't know if we can pull up here and get it on there where it's clear enough where you can read it. But camping units, tents, and vehicles must be on gravel. Maximum 1 camping unit or 1 large tent per campsite. 1 additional tent designed to sleep 2 persons or less may be placed on site if size of campsite permits. So that is different from what the rules say on their brochure right there. Anyway, checkout time's 1 p.m. This is a bear habitat, so they want you to take food storage precautions. And check in before you select a campsite. Of course, they've gone back in December. They went to the ability to choose your site when you make your reservations, which is really good. This is one of the handicap sites right here on the left. Looks nice. It's not anywhere close to the creek. Some of these sites are really, I mean, they're really nice. Some of them are small. For the most part, they look like they'd take about any kind of course, we're in the yellow section too, so all of the yellow ones are supposed to be at least 40 feet long. But it's just like we were talking to her down there about number 42. It says 48 feet long, but with the bend in the middle of it and the tree on the left-hand side, you'll have a hard time getting a long camper in there. Alright, that little section goes up to walk-in campsites A through P. And there's a bathhouse. Here we're crossing Wolf Creek, which is the creek that's right behind our camper. That looks like, I'm gonna swing around right here so that we can see it on the camera. There's 3 campsites right here. 4 actually. Where that 5th wheel is looks like a nice one. These are on the creek as well. I didn't realize that. This one right here, you'd be opened up to the creek, and the 5th wheel right there would be opened up to the creek. The one right here right here beside us is right beside the creek, but it's also right beside the road. I mean, it'd still be okay if you just, I mean, where we are, we're not facing the road, but when we're sitting in the slide, we got the road right there beside our window. Campground host. I've never seen a state park with how many campsites are here altogether?
108, I think.
108? That many? Well, that's counting the primitive ones too, though. I guess maybe that's why they need six campground hosts. I don't know. They've got a little shelter, and then they got a tarp. They got a tarp instead of an awning on the side of their camper spread over to it. All right, we're gonna make a left right here and go through campsites 62 through 85.
103 tent and trailer campsites.
But 103 tent and trailer.
35 cottages.
This section is the red section, which is smaller. That sign we just passed said tents or pop-ups only. Yeah, I can see right now we'd have a hard time. You'd have a hard time even trying to get in here with a travel trailer. Nice looking little pull through. Like you could put a pop-up down here and they got a tent pad up there. See, that's a nice size campsite. You just would never get in here and get out. And they got it painted red. Red is supposed to be smaller, but that sign did say pop-ups or tents. So they got some nice, I mean, they got, this is nice back in here. if we were tent campers or pop-up campers. You'd never get a bigger camper in here, probably, is what the problem is. Why they got them all red. Some of the other state parks we've been to, they do the size of the campsite by color. Red Top Mountain's that way. If you're Cloudland, if I remember right, it's that way. That's if you've got a certain length camper, you have to rent one that's like yellow or gold or whatever they call it. These are all red, so. But bathhouse. I don't think there's any dumpsters. What I just read on that sign, you got to go back down to the other road to get to the dumpsters. This all looks fairly new. They got new landscaping timbers and everything up there. I wonder if they've just added this section. It almost looks like a new pavement on the road and everything too. It's a nice looking site. Look at there. Oh, it's two together.
Yep.
The gravel looks new. Of course, it's rain, so the gravel probably is just clean. That one's even got a little footbridge across a little ditch right there to get back to it. It's kind of close together. Man, park down here in the picnic table and go up two different little sets of steps to get up to your tent pad.
Water there. I don't want that one.
These have all got power and water though. So even if you're coming with a tent, you could bring a box fan or you could bring some stuff to plug in. Alright, here we are back to the road, and the bathhouse is right there. Oh, these people have just got here. They weren't there when we went out a while ago. They're on site number 45. Everything from here up on the right actually does back up to the creek. If my memory serves me right, Miss Vicky told me their favorite was 53, which is just up here on the left. '51, '52, and that's 54, so this is 53. See, now that one you go down steps to the fire ring, huh? I guess if they like that, they like that. And then we'll go up here and turn around the cul-de-sac and come back, just so the video will see. That's 60. This is actually two campsites together. This one's supposed to have a sign on it. It says 61 right there, and the sign's gone. That's why I was confused about it. But no, that's 61 up there. 60. See? Yeah, okay. She tried to tell me, no, that's not a double site. That's 60 and 61 together. 61 separate. This is parking for the Pioneer camping, and then here's 61 right here.
Yeah.
And then 60, which is directly across the road from where we are right there. See, it's a pull through. And I'm going to pull through it so I can turn into our campsite. But there's two tables. Only one fire ring though, and only one grill. So, okay, just has two tables. Anyway, there's our ride through for Vogel State Park, the campground. Okay, so yesterday we did our little drive-through and didn't go through all the park. So we're gonna back up and before we hook the camper up, get ready to leave and go back through the other two sections that we did not go through. You know, I remember looking at the map when we were thinking about the reservation, and there's a couple of the sites, 1 and 2, that look like they're right on the creek as well, down when you first come in. Maybe the water pressure down there would be a little bit better, not being up on top of this hill. So, let's see. We're going to have to go back to the visitor center and turn around and come back so I can read the signs to see which direction we're supposed to go. I do like this campground. I mean, I want to come back. And I think any of these down through here on the left would be going down the hill on the left right here down to about number 45 would be good. We haven't walked. So look look at any of them. Man, that one's sitting in water though. I don't know. That one right there, did you see it? We need to make a note of that on our way back up. When it's raining hard like it's rained this weekend, you'll be sitting there and everything in camp will be sitting in water. See, these even show being next to the creek, and you can hear the creek, but I don't. This is the one Kayla wants to be on, 42. And the creek's way back yonder. We're here. So I don't know which one of these campground hosts was the creepy little guy that walked up on the side of us last night, but I think it was that one. He was standing either there or here. Man, look at that creek. It is definitely in full force today. That didn't say anything about any other campsites up that one. All right, there's campsites 19 through 21 up that one, so we need to turn right there when we come back up. Probably comes back out right here, and then we'll have to just follow the signs, I guess, because campsite 13, 11, is that two campsites right there?
Mm-hmm. 11 and 12.
11 and 12 are side by side. But see, they got the creek right here. Is the creek on the other side of that, or does it just come down through here? I know it's right here. What about down in there? No, that's just woods. Okay. No, this would be okay if you just come. Well, yeah, there's. Oh, that's another. This is a separate creek to the left of us right here. That is, if we had the map. No, it's a completely different. That's Wolf Creek that goes behind us. That's in front of us right there. That goes beside our campsite up there where we are. And then this one is something else. This would be an okay site if you was coming together. But I wouldn't want to just pick this site and camp here unless I was good friends with whoever's going to be in the one right next to him. Yeah, there's that Montana fifth wheel that was down there next to the creek. Alright, so let's go back up here. I got a feeling that the first couple are right there in that little triangle behind the playground, so we'll make a left right here. So what does that sign say? Is there any campsites up that? Byron Reese Trail, Bear Hair Gap Trail, Coosa Backcountry. So that's just walking trails. Alright, let's go find them, and then when we get back to camp, I'm going to go ahead and back the truck back down toward the camper. Alright, this is 1 and 2 right here. 1 is the handicap spot. 2 is a little pull through. And we drove past these yesterday, I just didn't pay attention to them. 4 through 13 in the exits right here. So this is one section that we didn't go through yesterday. So we'll turn right here. Oh, there's 16 and 17 on the right there. 4's right here. I'm gonna get down here though and have to. That's 4. Here's 5. So now these look to me like they're backwards. You'd have to come in from the other direction to be able to back into them. The ones on the left-hand side are okay, but the ones on the right-hand side might be pull-throughs.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm gonna go against the flow. Probably, if we see the little creepy campground host, he'll get mad, but he'll get over it. Yeah, those are pull-throughs because you come through from the other direction. Okay. And when you come in and pull through, I mean, everything would be on the right side for your table. Okay. And 16 and 17 are right there on the left. So I'm not going to go back up through there. Let's go see what these three look like. That's another pull through. With a bend in it, with a tree in the middle of the bend. It's not as steep a bend as that other one is. Well, they've got a big old tree cut down right there. Look at that one. All right, make a note. Number 20 has a tree right in the middle of where you're going to park your camper. Let me take this camera. Ow. And look at this. That tree.
45 right?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. I don't remember what that number was. This is number 20. But I mean, that tree is right in the middle of the gravel. So, man, I'll tell you. All right, well, let's go on up through here. See what happens. That's number 20. Here's number 21. I guess I could have been holding the camera while we viewed them yesterday. And then that's 22 right directly in front of us there. The roads are not really clearly marked going up this trail. Which direction you're supposed to be going. Kill that heat. There's 26. Actually 25 and 26. 23. All right. Roll your window down. Lean back. 23 and 24. 25. 26. So those four are all clustered together. So if you were coming up here in a group and wanted to be close together, that would be okay, I guess. Yeah, we just didn't even pay any attention to this little road going up here when we were doing our drive-through yesterday at all. This is 27 on the left. It's another one of those that you got to walk down steps to get to your fire ring. 28 over there, 29. More of them that are close together. What is that there, 30? But see, that's, you've almost got to go up, well, where's the cul-de-sac? You'd have to go up to the cul-de-sac and turn around and back up. You ain't backing in it, even as good as I am, I wouldn't even try backing that in there. So, all right. Run, squirrel, run. Well, they've cut a lot of trees down up here. They had some storm damage. It looks like that might be the beginning of one of the hiking trails. Might be a trail down to the Pioneer Camping. All right, let's see. Get over here where it's on my side of the road where I can see a little bit better. So when you go past right here and back in that driveway and then back in this one, that's 31. You're over right here overlooking the road. 30 over there is not too bad. It's a pretty little hemlock tree right there. 29 wouldn't be too bad. At least you're looking at the woods, but you'd have somebody right beside you on 28. We've camped in tighter campgrounds. We've definitely been places where you're closer together. Moccasin Creek comes to mind immediately. So now I'll try to get these again on while I'm holding the camera. And there's another one when you back up in it. You're overlooking the road. That one's overlooking the backside of that camper. That's 20. This is 23, 24, and 25, and 26. So they're all together, that's for sure. All right. Now let's get down here and see if we can figure out the road. How to get out of here. It says campsite. Oh, okay. We just turn back to the right here. Campsites 4 through 13 in the exit. All right, well, we turn back to the right. That one says do not enter because that's where you come in from the gate. All right, so then, yeah, all right, so here's 16 and 17, since we didn't go past them a minute ago. 16 and 17 on the right-hand side. That's a pull through there. That was 4. And here's 18. That's a pull through. That's a big campsite. So, all right, let me put the camera back. Yeah, but there's so many little crossroads and everything through here that when you get in a campsite and then all of a sudden you're looking at the road. So, all right, now we got the camera back in the camera holder. Let's ease back up here and we'll make a note. Let's see, what is this road to the right here? That's walk-in campsites A through P. So since we don't do walk-in camping, I'm not going to bother walking in, riding up through there, because I sure ain't going to walk through. All right, that one where the fifth wheel is, number 34. Got a little bit of water standing in it, as does 33. Of course, we did get an exceptional amount of rain last night. So, campground host is from New York. Let's ease back up through here and see which one of these was standing in water. That's one we want to make a note of to be one of the last ones we would choose. He's got tarps over his whole camper. One of his roof leaks. Give him that guy's number down there. He's got rubber for the rubber roof. See, now there's a little bit of water flowing behind these campsites in a little ditch, but I don't think it's actually a creek. It's probably.
Back up.
What?
This one's in water.
This one is? Oh, well, but it's not in the campsite. That's 41. Has a bunch of water that'll pool up beside you though, don't it? See, and that's why these actually both of those trees need to come out. To make 42 usable for longer campers. All right, kill that light, I think. See, that's 45 with the people that came in yesterday. 48. It's 49. 50. Which one of these did I see a minute ago that was standing in water? One of them back there?
I think it might have been 43. I'm not sure. I didn't see it while ago.
No,
Right
it's
here.
this one. 52 standing in water. Roll your window down. Let me take the camera back out of it. I mean, that's a good 2 or 3 inches of water, if not more. So, I mean, that would not be a good one. It's even got water up around the fire ring. So that one needs the drainage worked on it a little bit. And it could be that it's just got so many leaves piled up, but it's definitely not draining. And then, but like I said, we did get hard rain last night. So, all right, so that finishes the second part of the drive-through, covering the sections that we did not get. So now it's time to